Thanks for starting your morning with BYU-Idaho Radio. These are your morning headlines for Friday, the 16th of August, 2024. I'm Kalen Wills. Tornadoes are not as common in Idaho as they are in other parts of the U.S. However, a couple of days ago, a tornado warning was issued by the National Weather Service in Pocatello. The warning affected Jefferson, Butte, Bonneville, and Bingham counties. But the real question is, did a tornado actually touch down? Audra Moore, a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Pocatello, clarified the situation.
We never had any confirmation or, images or videos come in from anybody to confirm a touchdown. But from our end of things, what we could see, the radar signature was one that's favorable for tornadoes, so that's why we issued the warning.
According to Moore, Idaho averages about 3 to 4 tornadoes per year. One of the main reasons why Idahoans do not need to be too concerned with tornadoes is because of the areas where they most likely occur.
In the Snake Plain, sometimes out in the Arco Desert there, and there's not always a whole lot for them to damage, thankfully.
Most of Idaho's tornadoes are in the EF0 to EF1 range, meaning that they cause light to moderate damage, and wind speeds often do not exceed 110 miles per hour. It's important to note that tornadoes are rated based on the amount of damage they cause and not their wind speed. And that's the main reason why they are rated only after they make contact with the ground and travel the full extent of their path.
The 4 main ingredients that are needed to produce a supercell, which could then go on to produce a tornado, are wind shear, lift, instability, and moisture.
Once all of those conditions have been met, it's important to know the difference between a tornado watch and a tornado warning.
A tornado watch is kind of the precursor. That is typically issued by us, several hours in advance for usually a fairly large area of several counties, to kind of give people a heads up that, later in the day or maybe within a few hours that conditions are right for tornadoes to form, but that, it's not currently happening, it's not currently ongoing. We just want to give everyone a heads up that it could happen.
Whereas a tornado warning means that a tornado has been sighted or detected by radar. You can help the National Weather Service by doing the following.
We always appreciate when people can safely send us any pictures or videos or reports.
For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Kalen Wills. Kids dream about becoming professional basketball players, but not many dream of becoming missionaries. Ike Sutton from Hillcrest High School in Ammon received much recognition for being a great basketball player. Instead of starting his college basketball career immediately, he made the difficult decision to delay his college career and serve a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
I started playing basketball since I can even remember. I was playing since about 5 years old. My brother would always play with me, and that's how my love of basketball began.
He played basketball at Madison High School for 2 years before transferring to Hillcrest High School and even won the state championship with his team playing at Hillcrest. With a state championship under his belt, Sutton was also recognized individually for his athletic ability. He won Co-All-Area Player of the Year by the Post-Register. He won All-Area First Team multiple times, meaning that he was one of the 5 best players in the Idaho Falls area, and participated in the Idaho State All-Star Basketball Game, meaning he was one of the best players in the state of Idaho. When it came time to graduate, Sutton had to make the difficult decision to serve a mission instead of continuing his basketball career at a university.
Those difficulties, they've hit me pretty hard, but saying prayers and reading in the Book of Mormon especially has been able to help me to get over those hard times and know that I'm doing the right thing.
Sutton decided to put the Lord first and serve. He has a spot on Hawaii Pacific University's basketball team waiting for him when he returns.
Being out here on the mission, I've realized that there's a bigger purpose. It's bigger than basketball, and basketball isn't who you are, it's something that you do. And so really taking in being able to just play the game that I love is enough for me.
He is committed now not to basketball, but to the Lord, and currently serves in the Mexico Torreon mission. Traffic detours will appear in Idaho Falls as contractors reconstruct the road. According to a City of Idaho Falls news release, a reconstruction project will begin on Monday on South Holmes Avenue in Idaho Falls in between Cleveland Street and East Alva Street. Construction should be finished within 30 calendar days with conditions permitting. City Public Information Officer Eric Grossoth says the reason for construction is to build the base of the road back up. Crews will put new asphalt in at the base after pulling out the old asphalt. Grossoth says weather could delay construction.
So if it's too wet or rainy, they may not be able to do some aspects of the project that day. So that's where we don't know what those delays could be. But we always try to make sure that we do everything we can to get a project done on time.
Drivers will need to use alternative routes during the project. The city advises drivers to be aware of traffic control signs, construction crews, and reduced speeds. For maps with more details, visit the Idaho Falls Geographic Information Systems website at ifgis.maps.arcgis.com. A big thank you for making BYU-Idaho Radio a part of your morning routine. These have been your morning headlines for August 16th, 2024. Listen to us anytime and anywhere by going online to byui.edu/radio. You can also tune in for on-demand content by visiting our podcast feeds on your favorite podcast apps. Just search for BYU-Idaho Radio. For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Kalen Wills. Have a great weekend.